Most people think discipline is about waking up early or forcing yourself to grind while everyone else sleeps. But true discipline is not about external actions alone. It's about the war inside you. A daily battle against your weaker impulses and comforts that keep you soft, distracted, unbreakable. Imagine the moments you choose comfort over growth. Scrolling mindlessly, skipping your workout, avoiding difficult conversations, eating junk food while telling yourself, tomorrow I'll get serious. These moments may feel harmless, but each is a vote for your weakness, and every vote you cast for weakness chips away at your will. Discipline is the silent war within you, fought in the shadows when no one is watching. It's the moment you get out of bed when your body screams to stay down. The moment you finish your work when your mind says, it's enough. And the moment you walk into discomfort instead of avoiding it. People think discipline is suffering. In reality, discipline is freedom. Without it, you are a slave to your impulses, to your laziness, to your distractions. You may believe you are in control, but your mind is shackled by momentary pleasure and comfort. The man who builds Ruthless. Discipline becomes unbreakable because he has proven to himself, over and over, that he can command himself, that he can suffer for the sake of something greater, that he can choose pain now to build power tomorrow. And this power is visible. You can see it in the way a disciplined man carries himself, calm, precise, present. He does not need to announce his strength because it is felt when he enters a room. When you walk this path, people will not understand. They will call you obsessive, cold, or extreme. Let them. Because discipline, by its very nature, separates you from the average. The average man fears discomfort, but you train in it. The average man avoids responsibility, but you hunt it. The average man lets emotions dictate his actions, but you act with intention. Even when your emotions scream otherwise. Discipline is not a temporary phase. It is a permanent shift in identity. You no longer wait for motivation. You do what must be done, regardless of how you feel. And in this silence of doing what others refuse to do, you build an internal empire that cannot be taken from you. Understand this, the war within will never end. You will always feel the pull toward weakness, laziness, and distraction. But that is not a problem. That is your training ground. Every day you wake up is another chance to sharpen your will, to deny yourself the easy path, and to forge yourself into something harder, stronger, and untouchable. Discipline makes you unbreakable, not because it removes hardship, but because it makes you the type of man who welcomes it, who sees suffering as sharpening, not punishment, who sees the hard path as the only path worth walking. This is the first law of ruthless discipline. Win the war within, every day, without exception. Because if you cannot control yourself, the world will control you, and you will remain weak in a world that respects only strength. Section 2. Kill the noise. Discipline demands silence. Not the absence of sound, but the silence of unnecessary distractions, opinions, and mental noise that cloud your focus and drain your willpower. The modern world thrives on your attention, and if you allow it, it will consume you before you even realize what you have lost. Think about how you begin your mornings. Do you reach for your phone, flood your mind with notifications, social media feeds, and endless scrolling? Each of these actions is a leak in your mental discipline, weakening your ability to command your day before it even begins. To build ruthless discipline, you must kill the noise. This means removing what does not serve your mission, filtering the voices that pull you into doubt, fear, or endless comparison. It means saying no to people who drain your energy and opportunities that lead you away from your purpose. No matter how tempting they appear, the disciplined man protects his focus like a lion protects its territory. He does not allow everyone access to his time, energy, or mind. This is not arrogance. This is survival. In a world built to distract and weaken you, your discipline is your shield. You will notice that when you reduce the noise in your life, your thoughts become clearer. Your actions become deliberate. You begin to move through your day with intention, not reacting to every notification or emotional impulse that tries to hijack your focus. The world will call you cold for ignoring distractions. But remember, distractions are the weapons of the weak, the excuses of the lazy, and the opium of the unfocused. You cannot build an unbreakable mind while entertaining every notification or gossip that seeks your attention. There will be moments when you feel isolated because of this silence, but in this silence, you will find yourself. You will realize how much of your time was spent on things that do not matter, how much of your energy was given to people who do not deserve it, and how much of your potential was sacrificed at the altar of distraction. Kill the noise in your environment. Clean your room, set boundaries with people who drain you, schedule your days, and remove the clutter that weighs down your mind. Kill the noise in your mind, meditate, journal, and spend time in quiet reflection so you can hear your true thoughts, your true desires, and your true mission. This is the second law of ruthless discipline. Remove what does not matter, so you can fully give yourself to what does. Because you cannot forge an unbreakable mind in the chaos of constant noise. You can only build it in the silence of focused action. Section 3. Master your routine. Your routine is your fortress. Every disciplined man who has built an unbreakable mind has constructed a daily routine that protects his focus and energy while sharpening his will like a blade. Most people live on autopilot, letting the day control them. They wake up when they feel like it, move through life, reacting to everything that comes their way, and wonder why they feel weak, chaotic, and defeated. Your routine is not about controlling every minute, but about building a disciplined rhythm that trains your mind to respect your goals. If you want to become unbreakable, you must master your mornings. The first hour of your day is when your mind is most clear and programmable. What you choose to do in that first hour sets the tone for your entire day. A disciplined man does not begin his day by scrolling, gossiping, or consuming mindless content. He begins with intention, a workout to strengthen the body, journaling to clarify the mind, meditation or prayer to sharpen focus, and reviewing his mission for the day to align his actions with purpose. Your routine is your silent contract with yourself. Every time you break that contract, you weaken your self-trust. Every time you keep that contract, even when you don't feel like it, you build self-respect and internal strength that others can feel when you walk into a room. Many will say routines are boring. That is because they do not understand that freedom is born from structure. The man who masters his routine masters his day, and the man who masters his day masters his life. Start small. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick one keystone habit that will strengthen your discipline. Waking up at the same time, journaling, exercising, or meditating. Make it non-negotiable, no matter how you feel. Over time, stack these habits until your routine becomes a shield that guards you from chaos and weakness. Your routine is also a test of your ability to do what needs to be done without relying on motivation. Most people only act when they feel like it. Discipline means acting whether you feel like it or not. It is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't want to, because your mission demands it. If you cannot master your routine, you will struggle to master anything in your life. Your routine is where you prove to yourself that you can be trusted with small commitments so you can handle greater responsibilities in the future. This is the third law of ruthless discipline. Build and protect your routine, and your routine will build and protect you. In a world of chaos and weakness, your structured discipline will become your quiet rebellion, your silent strength, and the foundation of your unbreakable mind. Section 4. Control your reactions. Your reactions define your strength. Most men are easy to read, easy to trigger, and easy to manipulate because they react instantly to everything. A rude comment, a setback, a small inconvenience, and they explode. Complain or get flustered, exposing every insecurity they claim to hide. Understand this. When you lose your temper, you lose your power. The man who wants to become unbreakable learns to control his reactions, not because he is passive, but because he is strategic. Every emotional outburst leaks power. Every time you react without thinking, you show others exactly how to control you. They find your buttons and learn to press them whenever they want. You must become the man who remains calm under pressure. Your calmness will confuse those who try to provoke you, forcing them to question their approach and often revealing their own insecurities in the process. They will wonder, why isn't he reacting? What is he thinking? This silent uncertainty becomes your advantage. Control over your reactions is not suppression, it is redirection. Feel the anger, but do not let it speak for you. Feel the frustration, but do not let it control your actions. Take a breath, observe, and respond only if it serves your mission. When someone insults you publicly, remain calm. Look them in the eyes with steady silence or respond with a composed sentence. That ends the conversation without escalation. When plans fall apart, adjust without complaint, focusing immediately on your next step instead of mourning what went wrong. This level of control is rare, and that rarity makes it powerful. In a world of men who react to every minor discomfort, the man who remains calm becomes a fortress, unshakable and unpredictable. People will begin to fear crossing you, not because you are loud or aggressive, but because they cannot predict what you will do, and they cannot disrupt your internal stability. To build this control, practice small moments of discipline daily. Pause before responding to a message that irritates you. Smile when someone tries to provoke you. Slow your breathing when you feel anger rising. Each small act of restraint builds your ability to remain unbothered in larger storms. Your calmness will earn you respect. Your restraint will build your reputation. Your refusal to react will protect your energy and keep your mission clear. This is the fourth law of ruthless discipline. Master your reactions, and you will master yourself. When you learn to stay calm under pressure, you will find that most conflicts dissolve on their own, and those who once tried to test you will think twice before trying again. Section 5. Command your environment. If you want to become unbreakable, you must learn to command your environment. Most men are controlled by where they are and who they are with. They allow noisy, chaotic, and negative environments to shape their minds, weaken their focus, and drain their discipline. Understand this. Your environment is either sharpening you or softening you. Look around. Cluttered rooms, noisy distractions, constant phone notifications, toxic people pulling you into petty arguments and small-minded habits. Every piece of your environment either supports your mission or sabotages it silently. A man who practices ruthless discipline creates an environment that aligns with his purpose. He curates what he sees, hears, and consumes daily. He cleans his space because chaos in the room creates chaos in the mind. He limits access to himself, protecting his time and energy from people who drain it. He controls what he feeds his mind, cutting off cheap entertainment and replacing it with learning, strategy, and mental strengthening. Think about the warriors and philosophers of the past. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire but maintained a disciplined environment of reading, reflection, and personal notes, even on the battlefield. Samurai trained in disciplined dojos, eliminating distractions so that every moment aligned with their mastery. If you want to command respect, start by commanding your environment. Your room, your workspace, your phone, your digital world each must be cleaned of distractions, negativity, and clutter. When your environment is calm, you become calm. When your environment is focused, you remain focused. This discipline also applies to the people around you. If you keep company with complainers, weak-minded men, and undisciplined individuals, you will absorb their habits and thinking. If you surround yourself with driven, focused individuals, your standard will rise to match theirs. To implement this law, begin with small steps. Clean your room, clear your workspace, set boundaries on your phone and social media. Limit the people who drain your energy. Replace music or content that dulls your mind with teachings that sharpen it. Build a physical and digital environment that reflects the strength you wish to embody. People will notice the difference. They will sense that you are not a man easily pulled into nonsense. They will respect the boundaries you have created because they will feel the discipline radiating from you. You will become the man who shapes his surroundings, not the man shaped by them. This is the fifth law of ruthless discipline. Command your environment, and you will command your mind. Once you master your environment, you will find your discipline strengthens naturally, and your mission becomes unstoppable. Section 6. Train your mind to endure. Discomfort. Most men crumble when they feel discomfort. The moment the cold hits, they shiver and quit. When they feel hunger, they rush to eat. When boredom strikes, they reach for distractions. This is why most remain weak and breakable. If you want to become unbreakable, you must train your mind to endure discomfort without complaint, without escape, without breaking your focus. Understand this: discomfort is the forge that sharpens discipline. The man who runs from discomfort runs from his own strength. Look at every powerful man in history: warriors who trained in harsh conditions, philosophers who practiced voluntary discomfort, kings who learned to endure the weight of their responsibilities without complaint. Marcus Aurelius wrote about embracing discomfort as part of nature. Samurai would train in rain, snow, and pain, knowing that their comfort was the death of their edge. Modern men have lost this edge because comfort is everywhere. Beds, endless food, infinite entertainment, easy distractions. They have become soft, addicted to comfort, and allergic to discomfort. To build ruthless discipline, start with small discomforts. Take cold showers to train your mind to remain calm in harshness. Delay your meals to learn to endure hunger without emotional reactions. Sit in silence without your phone, allowing yourself to face boredom without reaching for dopamine. The discomfort will reveal your weaknesses. It will show you how quickly your mind seeks escape and comfort. But if you endure, you will begin to notice a shift. Discomfort loses its power over you. A man who can endure discomfort gains an unspoken respect from others. Why? because most people cannot do what you can. They see you sitting calmly in discomfort, while they fidget and panic under the same conditions. It makes them respect your presence, your will, and your quiet strength. You do not need to announce your discipline. It will be felt by how you move, how you react, and how you remain unmoved when others collapse under pressure. Discomfort becomes your ally, sharpening your mind and strengthening your will. Start with daily practices. Wake up early even when you don't want to. Exercise when your body wants to remain still. Sit in silence when your mind wants to scroll. Delay pleasure and embrace the sting of discipline. Each moment of discomfort endured without complaint becomes a brick in the fortress of your unbreakable mind. This is the sixth law of Ruthless. Discipline. Train your mind to endure discomfort, and you will build a foundation of unshakable strength that others will see and respect without you saying a single word. Section 7. The power of delayed gratification. Modern society teaches instant gratification. Click, buy, scroll, swipe, eat pleasure on demand, every second. This constant indulgence weakens men, making them slaves to every small desire. If you want ruthless discipline, you must master the power of delayed gratification. This is one of the hardest but most rewarding disciplines. It is easy to give in to cravings for sugar, entertainment, attention, or comfort. It is hard to wait, to hold back, to endure the tension of desire without immediately feeding it. But this waiting, this patience, is what creates power. Think about a lion stalking its prey. It does not rush. It waits patiently, controlling its hunger, observing, calculating the perfect moment to strike. It delays the gratification of the hunt until success is certain. That is why it is king. Delayed gratification trains your mind to prioritize long-term goals over short-term desires. It is how empires are built, how great bodies are forged, and how deep wisdom is gained. Those who can resist the candy today can feast tomorrow. Start practicing this discipline daily. When you feel the urge to check your phone during work, pause and finish your task first. When you crave junk food, wait an hour before deciding. When you want to buy something impulsively, wait a week before acting. Each small delay builds your mental fortress. Delayed gratification is not about denying yourself forever. It is about controlling desire so that you remain the master, not the slave. It is about taking control back from your impulses, proving to yourself that you are stronger than your cravings. This discipline will set you apart in a world addicted to immediacy, while others waste their energy chasing constant small pleasures. You will be building something lasting, something powerful. It will be felt by others, even if they cannot explain why they respect you more, why they sense your control. It also builds self-respect. Every time you delay gratification, you are proving to yourself that you are in control, that you can trust yourself to do what is best, not what is easy. This quiet confidence becomes a silent power that others notice. You will also find that delayed gratification increases your appreciation for pleasure. When you finally enjoy the reward you have earned, it will taste sweeter, feel deeper, and bring real satisfaction, not the hollow dopamine rush of cheap indulgence. This is the seventh law of Ruthless. Discipline. Master the power of delayed gratification, and you will forge a mind that is sharp, focused, and unbreakable in a world of weakness and distraction. Section 8. Choosing the hard path. Daily discipline is not built by avoiding discomfort. It is built by choosing it daily. Most people seek the easiest path, the shortcut, the comfort, the escape. They avoid the cold shower, the difficult conversation, the hard workout, the lonely hours of focused work. And because they avoid the hard path, they remain weak. Every day you wake up with a choice, comfort or growth. The comfortable path feels good in the moment, but steals your strength over time. The hard path is uncomfortable now, but it forges your mind, your body, and your spirit into steel. Choosing the hard path is a daily practice. It is not about one grand heroic act. It is about choosing to get up when you don't feel like it, to finish the workout when you want to quit, to stay focused when distractions call, to speak the truth when lies would be easier. This is the path of warriors, emperors, and all who have shaped history. Marcus Aurelius woke each morning reminding himself that discomfort was the natural path of virtue. Samurai trained their minds to find comfort in hardship. Great conquerors lived on the battlefield, not on silk pillows. When you choose the hard path daily, you build resilience. You teach your mind that you can endure discomfort, that you do not need to run from pain, that you can remain calm while others break under pressure. Discomfort becomes your training ground. There is a power in doing what you don't want to do, simply because it needs to be done. It is a silent conversation with yourself. I am the kind of man who does what is hard because it is right. This identity, practiced daily, becomes unshakable. Start small if you must. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Say no to the easy distraction. Sit in silence instead of reaching for your phone. Do one more rep when your mind says to stop. Each small choice compounds into a powerful mind that is trained for war in a world of soft comfort. The world respects those who walk the hard path. It is felt in your presence, your speech, your eyes, and your body language. People will sense your discipline without you having to announce it. They will hesitate before challenging you, unsure of your limits because you have trained to embrace. Discomfort, remember, comfort is seductive, but it weakens you. Discomfort is harsh, but it will make you unbreakable. This is the 8th law of ruthless discipline. Choose the hard path daily, and you will build a mind and spirit that cannot be broken, no matter what storms come your way. Section 9. Ruthless self-anastomos. People lie to themselves every day. They say they are disciplined, but they know they skip workouts. They say they are focused, but they check their phone every few minutes. They claim they want to grow, but they keep making the same excuses. Self-deception is the greatest enemy of discipline. If you want to become unbreakable, you must become ruthlessly honest with yourself. This means looking in the mirror without flinching and seeing your weaknesses, your laziness, your fear, your addictions, your patterns of avoidance, and calling them what they are. It is easy to blame others, your environment, your parents, or bad luck for where you are in life. But blaming is the mindset of the weak. A disciplined man takes full responsibility, even for things that are not his fault, because he knows that blaming robs him of power. Self-honesty is painful. It requires you to admit that you are not working as hard as you should, that you waste time, that you seek comfort, that you avoid difficult conversations. But this pain is necessary because it is the starting point of transformation. When you see your weaknesses clearly, you can begin to destroy them. When you see your distractions, you can eliminate them. When you see your excuses, you can crush them. But if you keep lying to yourself, you will remain stuck, weak, and undisciplined. Journalling is a powerful tool for self-honesty. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I do what I said I would do today? Where did I seek comfort instead of growth? Where did I lie to myself? What excuses did I use to justify weakness? Write the truth, even if it hurts, especially if it hurts. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote in his journal daily, reminding himself of his shortcomings and calling himself out. He knew that the man who lies to himself is a slave, while the man who sees himself clearly is free. Self-honesty is not about shaming yourself. It is about seeing the battlefield clearly so you can fight effectively. You cannot defeat what you refuse to see. If you want to earn your own respect, be a man who tells himself the brutal truth. When you know your weaknesses, you can work on them. When you see where you are failing, you can change your approach. Each moment of honesty is a step towards ruthless discipline. People will sense this in you. They will feel your integrity and your silent strength. You will no longer need to convince others of your discipline. Your presence will speak for itself. This is the 9th law of ruthless discipline. Be ruthlessly honest with yourself, and you will build the foundation of unbreakable discipline that commands respect without words. Section 10. Outlasting everyone. Most people give up too early. They start with excitement, but when discomfort comes, they quit. They seek results without enduring the grind. They want the rewards of discipline without paying its price in time and consistency. But those who become unbreakable understand that true power belongs to those who can outlast everyone. You don't need to be the smartest or the most talented in the room. You simply need to be the last one standing when everyone else has quit. You need to keep showing up, keep working, and keep improving while others fall away, distracted and weak. Discipline is not a 30-day challenge. It is a lifetime commitment. It is waking up and doing the work, whether you feel like it or not, whether you see instant results or not. It is continuing to train when you are tired, continuing to study when your mind wants entertainment, continuing to build your vision when others are wasting time. Outlasting everyone is about boring consistency. It is about embracing repetition, focusing on fundamentals, and mastering the basics until they become effortless. It is about ignoring the noise, the trends, and the opinions of those who lack your vision. There will be days when you doubt yourself, days when your mind whispers, "What's the point?" These are the moments where discipline is truly tested. Most people quit when it gets hard, but you will not, because you understand that the reward lies on the other side of boredom and struggle. The samurai trained the same cuts thousands of times, perfecting every movement. Marcus Aurelius wrote daily, reminding himself of his principles. Great generals prepared in silence, mastering strategy while others partied. Ask yourself, can you remain consistent long after your excitement has faded? Can you continue to work silently when there is no applause? Can you embrace the grind while others seek easy paths? This is what will separate you from the masses. Not talent, not luck, but the relentless, disciplined decision to outlast everyone around you. When people see you keep going, when they see that nothing shakes your focus, when they see your silent consistency, they begin to fear your discipline. They know they cannot compete with someone who never stops. Let them burn out. Let them chase distractions. Let them talk while you work. And when the dust settles, you will still be standing, stronger, sharper, and unbreakable. This is the final law of ruthless discipline. Outlast everyone. Your silent consistency will become your most powerful weapon in a world that lacks discipline.